Darius Garland attended a private workout that wowed Cleveland Cavaliers before the 2019 NBA draft. But what exactly did Garland show them that left Cavs craving to pick him? Meeting Garland. Going into the 2019 NBA draft, Cleveland Cavaliers were looking for the best player they could possibly get, and they were willing to do anything to make sure the guy that they're taking is the right one. Cavs were considering Darius Garland with the number 5 pick in the 2019 NBA draft from the beginning, since a few of Cleveland's decision makers saw Garland as the draft's top point guard entering the college season. They swore he would have stayed in that mix, eye to eye with number 2 pick Ja Morant, had Garland not suffered a season-ending knee injury in his 5th game as a freshman. And on June 15th, one of the top prospects of the 2019 NBA draft was waiting to meet them. It was Cleveland's chance to see Garland, in person, not in the film room, where they had spent countless hours dissecting Garland's game, solely to make sure he's the right guy for the team. Garland admitted that there was a little bit of pressure because the whole staff came, and that really meant a lot to him, as it really showed that they were interested. He was well aware that if he wants to get recruited, he has to put on a show for them, and he did just that. Inside the workout, Garland flicked 30-footers like it was nothing. According to one person who was in attendance, Garland went at least 5 minutes without missing a single shot. 5 whole minutes. That's a lot of shots made. The 15-footers were repeatedly splashing through the net one after another. The 20-footers were no problem. He went all around the court and didn't stop at the 3-point line either. He went where Stephen Curry, Damian Lillard, Kyrie Irving and Klay Thompson reside, canning long-range, jaw-dropping bombs effortlessly. They almost had to stop him to prevent the net from ripping apart. He was reportedly just moving further and further out without any signs of stopping, and when asked about the situation, he smiled and said, "I was pretty deep out, I think. I think I shot the ball really well in the private workout," Garland said. "Think that's what caught coach's eye. I just went out and did me." And evidently, that was more than enough. After finishing the shooting session, the Cavs got a chance to get to know Darius better and learn everything they needed about the character behind the sharpshooter with a slick feel for the ball and insane ball handling ability, who just happened to become the draft's great mystery because of a small sample size. Recruiting Darius. Unfortunately for him, Garland's freshman season ended when he suffered a torn meniscus in his left knee during the opening minutes of a game against Kent State. But luckily, that didn't affect his NBA draft pick chances. Despite the injury, the upside and talent was obvious to the Cavs on tape. But they had some important questions to ask, a few of which went beyond the basketball. They wanted to know literally everything. Did he want to play in Cleveland? What did he think about being paired alongside last year's 8th overall pick Colin Sexton? What did it take to overcome the injury? And much more. At one point, Cavs were sure they had lost their shot at Garland, pegging him as a future Laker. It just made sense. The Lakers were desperate for shooting, and Garland was considered one of the top 5 players in this class. Plus, Garland was represented by Clutch Sports, whose star client was LeBron James. Luckily for Cleveland though, the things didn't quite go that route, since the New Orleans to Los Angeles swap made Garland available yet again, and they knew that he's what they need. So after the draft, the vision was Garland and Sexton becoming similar to back then Portland's talented duo Lillard and CJ McCollum. That was a lot to ask for. There was no guarantee that the chemistry would click immediately, but that was still what Cleveland was hoping would happen.